Okay, we've got a little bit of progress on our DR30 this week. As you can see, we've changed wheels again to these final speeds, which are 16x7 plus 25 and 16x8 plus 25. More importantly though, we've changed the whole front end to the later model Tekamen or metal mask style, which has got the narrower headlights, a longer bumper. We've also fitted up the spoiler that we showed you before. The intercooler we had before didn't fit very well behind the new bumper. Basically the pipes were in the way of the indicators. So we've fitted up this KKR PI2, which we sell here at Automoto. And we're just making up the piping using some of our KKR hoses and also the pre-bent mandrel aluminium pipes. Okay, here's the pipe we've just made up for the other side. Basically we put it together with a bunch of KKR bends. This one's actually a transition bend going from 2.5 to 3 inch, and it's just connected together with a bunch of these little things, which is a lot quicker and easier than getting something custom made from aluminium or stainless. So the new Tekamen nose we just put on the DR30 actually came from this half cut which we just brought in, and this car's got a few unusual modifications. You might notice down here, airflow meter looks to be from a Z32 or possibly a Skyline. The turbo also looks like a later model. You can see it's got an adjustable actuator rod, and it's also had a sensor tapped into it for exhaust temperature, and the oil feed line is aftermarket. It's got this Greddy Perfect boost controller on it as well, and very much disintegrated HKS air intake. More interesting is on the intake pipe here, there's an extra injector being added on along with a dummy one to fill the gap, which is controlled by this AIC power amp. You'll also see here the remote oil filter feeding to this large front mount oil cooler, which unfortunately got broken on the way over. The main injectors are not original either. Basically you can tell that because they're blue, whereas on this standard engine the injectors are basically colourless. Inside the car had this interesting collection of Amori gauges. We've got oil temp, water temp, exhaust temp and oil pressure. And just above the steering wheel here is the additional injector controller computer. Down the footwell found the boost controller, Greddy Perfect B, and also spare fan belt, power steering belt, could come in handy. Spare tail lights as well, and a pair of rear Bilstein shocks, so then you lock the fronts of Bilsteins as well. And down there, which you probably can't see, is the intercooler piping, which is all painted blue. It has a sheepdog blower valve on it. So if you've been paying attention, you might have figured out we've got a few FJ20 turbo engines to choose from. There's this one in the half cut, plus this one we showed you in the first part of the project, and over here got a third one. So hopefully out of the three we should have at least one good engine. Any luck, we'll have 3 good engines.